What's up, everyone? It's been a while. Just coming back from a trip. Was gone. But coming back to some Living End. This is a list that I want to try when the new Evoke creatures come out. Got a few things that are fun in here just for fun. Grist, Fairy Macabre. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, here we are with game one. We'll take the play. We win the die roll. Yeah, this hand's very keepable. We'll start it off with a Verdant Catacombs. I'm gonna fetch Hedge Maze. Try to find a third land. Thoughtseize, sure. Dark Slick Shore Thoughtseize. Choose a Shardless Agent. We'll go ahead and run and grab a Hedge Maze. Surveil. We'll let that Thoughtseize bug work. Play Lush Portico. That makes things awkward. We'll leave that there, unfortunately. We'll just play it slow. Might see Vet Shock Frog. Fallagy Archaeologist. Okay. He chooses Fatal Push. At the end of his turn, I'll cycle. Go to my turn, draw. We'll cycle this Waker and grab a Forest. So we can, cycle Generous Ink. Get a Forest so we can cycle Waker of Waves. Can't cast Grist yet, but I honestly am thinking I'm going to need to Endurance it with seeing a Fallagy Archaeologist. We're probably facing some form of Persist or Graveyard. Mills a land. Plays a Frog. Thoughtseize. Sure. Probably has to take Ardent Plea now. Hopefully Waker can find us some interaction. Put one into my hand, put one to the graveyard. We'll take Force Negation. Yeah, we find the Generous Ent anyway, so we'll cycle Generous Ent and play Grist. Attempt to play Grist, that is. We'll uptick. We mill an Underground Mortuary. He Fatal Pushes my Insect. I'm fine subtleting this. Then I can hard cast Endurance and get rid of his graveyard. field through his turn. I have no more interaction. I'll uptick Grist and pass the turn. Yeah, I don't think I have any more surveillance I can go get. Yeah, we'll leave it like this. He did put, let's see where he put Kiora on the bottom of his library. Let's see. If I were to minus Grist next turn, I'd deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage to our opponent. See what he chooses to discard. He might just try to persist something. I really need a... Oh, interesting. We're gonna endurance him. We'll get as much value as we can out of this. Go grab Temple Garden. We'll kill Kiora. Might not be worth. Yeah, it's now worth it to kill Kiora. Maybe not actually, because if he just blocks, play our land that he knows about. I think I'm just gonna -2. Now he is at lethal when I ult Grist. I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Let's see what OP's casting. Overlord at the Bailmerk. Sure. Sure. Probably grabs Emperor of Bones. Yep. Probably plays Emperor of Bones. Yep. Probably exiles one of my creatures if he's smart. It's taking me too long to find a Cascade spell. Troll of Khazad-dûm. Sure. This is what's going to win us the game. Ulting Grist is not winning us the game. We're just going to keep slowing him down. I have lethal next turn if he can't do anything. Unless he blocks, obviously. Oh, shoot. I should have grabbed the other card. Whoops. Should have grabbed my breeding pool instead of Temple Garden. Well, my Grist is gonna die. Oh my goodness. I hit a Fairy Macabre. Hopefully he doesn't have a counter spell. He discards Archon of Cruelty. That's not very good for me. I'm not going to cast Living End. He should have waited for me to cast the Living End. Okay. I'm so confused. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, he thought I Living Ended. That's pretty funny. Unfortunate for him. Yeah, the reason I chose not to cast Living End is because he discards Archon there. I have an insane graveyard, but like, let's see. He can get back Frog. I can kill the Frog. Oh, well, he can get a lot back now. Wow, and he runs Consigned in the main. This is going to be a tough game, too. Very grindy game one. What did he grab? Philology. So I uptick with Grist. I play Grist. Yeah, he sees the line. All right. Leyline of the Void. I think I like Unmortigo here. Mystical Dispute for sure. Taken out. Cutting in this version of this list is so hard. We'll cut Subtlety. I think I'll cut Force Negation. 1, 2. I don't know. I like Force Negation, but we'll see. We'll cut a Subtlety. I'll cut a Waker. Cut a Troll. Macabre is very good here, seeing as they're trying to persist. So maybe we just cut Grists, even though Grist just won us that game. We'll see what happens. We will definitely be keeping this hand. Interesting start to the game here. Under City Sewers. Mystical Dispute, we're going to want that. Hopefully I don't see a Psychic Frog. Okay, this is very good. He kept a one-lander with 2 Leyline of the Voids. It's possibly trolling. I'll grab a Temple Garden to finish off the 4-color. Shock that in. I don't even have to combo. I have such a good hand to just try to tempo him out. We find Fairy Macabre. Let's hit our land. Drop return 4 with an underground mortuary. We find another endurance. This is very unfortunate for our opponent. Alright, on to game 3. On to the next match. Had a little bit of mic technical difficulties, but we're back. I'm still not sure what we're facing. We saw a goblin last game, and that's it. So, turn 2, he shocks and thought seizes. Could possibly see living end surgical extraction. This deck can honestly win around that. It has multiple win cons with just being able to cast Grist and win around that. Looks like that is his play for the turn. Nope. He's got something else. Ignoble Hierarch. Sounds good. We'll play our fetch land. Pass the turn. And we see another Thoughtseize come out. Probably, I'm not sure what he's going to take this time. I'd argue Grist is the best thing to take. But, I mean, I can also just suspend Living End, which isn't horrible. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not horrible. I guess there's an argument I could have cycled Generous Ant. I think I should have cycled Generous Ant. But he took Grist anyhow. Alright, Birthing Ritual. Okay. He's going to attack for 1. He's at 13 life. Alright. Birthing Ritual, what 2-drop shall you find, sir? He has 2 cards left in his hand. Alright, what did he get? This thing again. Feels like a combo piece. We're going to fetch in Lush Portico. Surveil, we find Ardent Plea. We're going to cycle and draw Ardent Plea and then cycle. And we'll grab Underground Mortuary. Play our island. Cascade into Living End. Cast Living End. I'm going to sacrifice this and kill his Hierarch. Pass the turn. Now we have our opponent on a 3-turn clock. The only reason I chose to kill that with Grist and sacrifice my Straight Wraith is because he has Birthing Ritual and basically no other cards in hand, so just kind of banging on the fact that he bricks, basically. Alright. We see an uncounterable Goblin. Is it actually goblins? It's actually goblins. Okay. Well, next turn we can not attack unless I want Grist to die. I think I'm okay with Grist dying. I want to find an Endurance. Oh, I forgot you can Birthing Ritual. Birthing Ritual Goblins. Now that I know what I'm facing, I wish I would have held on to my Living End and let him just build up a board. But it is what it is. And also, I wish I wouldn't have killed that Ignoble Hierarch. Alright, there goes Gristy. Well, now I can attack. Surveil. Beautiful Endurance. We'll go ahead and attack. If only he got Trample. He takes the damage. He drew that card that we just saw. Sure. Is it a goblin? Sure is. Yep, that is fine. The Birthing Ritual resolve. Gain 3 life, attack for 6. Suspend Living End. Actually, I don't think I am going to suspend Living End just yet. Alright, Birthing Ritual is on top. I know what card I'm about to draw, and it's Endurance. So I think it's better for me to attack and just hope he takes the damage. And it looks for a good swing out. Alright, he chooses to jump block. Fairly obvious. What does this say? Oh. Interesting. Oh, he found Kiki Jiki. So this is definitely Goblin combo. He just needs something that untaps, right? I see it's infinite because you can just make those and tap and make a new one, tap it, sack them all, deal all the damage. Well, we know what we're facing now, so we'll go with that. Unmoored Ego. Take out Macabre. Take out Grist. Take out Force Negation. Bring in Grist. Bring in Waker. Bring in Macabre. This should be good. Now we have Clarion Conqueror to stop the combo. Unmoored Ego to stop the combo. And we should just combo under them, honestly. Now that we know what we're facing. Alright, here we go with game 3. This hand is horrible. we're not keeping this. This hand is pretty bad too, but it's keepable. I mean, it gets the job done. Just as a little land heavy. So we'll put back breeding pool. Our opponent is taking forever to decide what's happening. All right. They chose to mulligan to 6 cards. We'll see if they choose to mulligan to 5 or if they keep their 6. All right. Our opponent has finally made a decision. We will start it off with a fetch land and pass the turn. All right, Bloodstained Mire. Might see turn 1 Ignoble Hierarch. Alright, we'll go ahead and fetch for Surveil Land. Grab Hedge Maze. We find a Generous Scent to throw into a graveyard. Go to our turn. Draw a Breeding Pool. Play Misty Rainforest and pass. Ghost Vacuum, sure. Attack for 1. Okay. Alright, we will... We're going to fetch... We're going to shock. A Temple Garden. Yes. We're going to eat Troll. Go ahead and cycle that boy. And we're going to grab Undercity Sewers. Since we have a shock land in our hand. He's going to eat it. I'm going to cycle. I find unmoored ego. Alright. Alright. Beautiful, beautiful. We will shock. Cascade. And then next turn, I can unmoored ego as combo. He might have a fatal push for Shardless Agent, but... Or I guess for Curator of Mysteries as well. Nope. Okay. Black, red, red. Sure, Boggart Trawler. That works. Now I don't have to worry about getting surgical extraction. Now we're gonna unmoored ego Kiki Jiki. Undercity Sewers. We'll just keep that on top. Oh, I actually can't unmoored ego quite yet. So I guess we're just gonna swing out. Yeah, I guess I have lethal still on board, and then I can cast endurance on top of that. All right, looks like we got there. I'll be back with the next match. All right, here we are with game 3, currently 2-0. This hand isn't necessarily ideal, but I'm gonna keep it. We're on the play again. Wow. We'll start it off with a Misty Rainforest. All right. Let's see what we're facing. We're facing Tron. Expedition map. Sure. We'll go ahead and find a Lush Portico, Surveil, find a Shardless Agent. Go to our turn. We'll play a Hedge Maze. We'll put an Endurance into our graveyard. This looks like a big turn 3. Go to my turn. We'll cycle Generous Ascent for an Overgrown Tomb. Cycle. Go to my turn. I'm hoping he has a Kozilek's command and I can Fairy Macabre it. We'll see. If not, we just have a pretty decent living end. Street Wraith, Generous Ender, and Shardless Agent. That's 3, 6, 9, 11, 16. Look at this, and we find the Kozilek's command for 1. He chooses to make a spawn. Interesting choice. I don't think he exiled a single creature from my graveyard. I'll endurance myself to get my living end back in the graveyard or into the library. And now with that Fairy Macabre on the battlefield, we should have lethal because we have 5, 10, 20, or 15, 18. Sorry. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 18. And then we can Boseiju tower or whatever he maps for. Now he's going to crack Expedition map. We'll see what he finds before we blow up. He finds Urza's power plant. So we will destroy Urza's mine. Now if we see Karn, I can just force a negation it. Alright, we got game 1. I'm probably... I kind of want to go Inevitable Betrayal this time. We'll see what happens. I'll go Foundation Breaker, Mystical Dispute because we saw the blue. We'll cut Waker of Waves. Subtlety's not very good. And we'll cut Fairy Macabre actually over Endurance. I like Endurance so much. I think I'm going to cut Grist for Clarion Conquer as well. And then we'll trim 1 force. All right. Game 2. We find an Olander and have to mulligan. We can keep this hand, though. What card am I putting back? I think I'm putting back Subtlety. I don't know. Subtlety answers Karn. This is tough. I'll put back an Ardent Plea. I wanted to keep both, but I think I can't. Alright, Urza's mine. I'll start it off with the Undercity Sewers with the Street Wraith into the graveyard. Plays Talisman. We'll play Hedge Maze. Find a Street Wraith. This time I'm going to put that on top. Opponent might try to cast Karn here. I think I just Mystical Dispute this. Now I'm going to go Forest Cycle, Lush Portico, Bin Subtlety, Ugin's Labyrinth, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana if you wanted to. Okay. Interesting. Force and negation. Oh my goodness. Such good draws. Such good draws. Oh my goodness. He has 3 cards in his hand. Do I really need to play this safe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I think I'm going to play this safe. That's a lot of mana. Ugin. Eye of the Storm. I'll draw a card in response. We find Endurance. I'll attempt to cast a Subtlety. Or do I just exile it instead? I think I go exile, and then if he has a counter spell, I have Mystical Dispute. Looks like we're good. I'm going to slam his Clarion Conqueror before he plays another Planeswalker. He has all the mana in the world, so if he wants to kill it, he can kill it. That's fine. I don't know why. Because the cast trigger, he kills it. And it exiles it. But this is his turn, so. Oh, man, I should have held up a land because then I could have generous ended, grabbed. I could have done a lot more. Plays Expedition Map. Well, I still have interaction. I'm going to Forest Cycle. I just want to hold up Mystical Dispute. Yeah, I should be able to hold up Mystical Dispute if I grab Mortuary. Play Mortuary. Find a Boseiju. We'll put that on top. Oh, this is tough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He could easily just exile my whole graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he could easily exile my whole graveyard. I don't know what the hell I'm about to see. I think I'm fine Force of Negationing this. He's digging. All right, we got a huge living end off. He has to all his dust to win here. I think he can just ult Dugan and win. I really need my Clarion Conqueror. We're just gonna go Inevitable Betrayal. I'm not gonna living end him. Let's take out. I think I do want Subtlety, and I think I do want on more Ego. I don't want Endurance as much. We're gonna try to win fair magic, so let's get rid of Street Wraiths and just try to win fair. Well, this is pretty fair. We lost on the roll last time, I'm pretty sure. No, I think he was on the play. Just have to pray he's not playing force negation, but I don't think he is. We're just gonna pretend we're surveilling away and go in the graveyard route. Then we're gonna take his big guy and win twice. Yep, map. Surveil. Temple Garden, sure. We'll shock. And look at that, we almost have Domain. He almost has Tron. Alright, we will Swamp Cycle. We will grab Underground Mortuary. Actually, I'm going to grab Overgrown Tomb. Regardless, I'm playing my island, so I wonder what he's going to do. Alright, we'll Swamp Cycle. Overgrown Tomb. Regularly cycle. Really hard bait this he's gonna think we're doing a small living end. We're actually inevitable betraying him. It was the inevitable betrayal was the card on top of my library. When you cast a spell, gain control of target opponent's next turn. Yeah, we'll do that. Now we have 15 damage on board, and we can go take a Devourer of Destiny next turn. He has natural Tron. He didn't even crack his expedition map. Well, I guess he can grab Ensnaring Bridge. But I have Boseiju. And I'll still be able to attack his Karn. Oh yeah, I have a legendary creature. Well, that's really good. Well, inevitable betrayal. We'll grab Devourer of Destiny. And hope that's enough. Because that was what we had. That's all I got. I love the inevitable betrayal switch up. It always comes in clutch. I think he's going to Kozilek's Command for 8. Okay. This says flying, so yeah. All right, 3-0 with Living End. I'll be back with Game 4. Wow, we won the die roll on Game 4 as well. Let's get it started. Seems like the servers are pooping themselves. It's not ideal, but it's keepable. We'll keep this hand. Not ideal, but keepable. My opponent mulligans to 6. So we have to try to find a white land pretty soon. We see Plains, Guide of Souls. Sure. We will Swamp Cycle. And grab Undercity Sewers. We'll play Undercity Sewers. And put Curator of Mysteries into our graveyard. Pass the turn. Onslaught of Pride, sure. Yep. Alright, we find Shardless Agent at least. So let's cycle and hopefully find a land. We got very lucky. We find a land. Grab Underground Mortuary. We'll be able to combo next turn, luckily. He chooses to do nothing. Fine by me. He probably has a Throbbing Charm. That would suck. Looks like we're going to see Throbbing Charm. Oh my goodness, I did not see Throbbing Charm. I can't believe it. Well, that was a huge Living End. 3 Trolls of Khazad Dunes. All right, we won game 1. I love to see it. We'll bring in Leyline of the Void. Oops, got a little bug action going on. Bring in Leyline of the Void. Bring in Foundation Breaker. Why does this bug keep happening? The servers are having an aneurysm. And then we'll take out 2 Force Indications, a Waker of Waves, and cut 2 Grists. After sideboarding, we'll see what our opening hand is. We find a Leyline of the Void and a very good opening hand in general. We're going to keep this. Keep. He mulligans to 6. I think I'm going to go Leyline of the Void, Underground Mortuary, depending on what I draw. I believe Throbbing Charm can destroy this. That card does everything, I'm pretty sure. Alright, Leyline of the Void. Go ahead and do your turn. He did stay at 6. Alright. Shock Ragavan. Sure. Underground Mortuary. Endurance. We'll put that into my graveyard. In a tough spot, I have to find blue and white. Alright. He fetched Shocks for Najani, I assume. Voice of Victory. Sure. We'll find another Cascader. We'll go ahead and yield through this turn. So we can not do much if we get Blood Mooned here, except for fetch for Foundation Breaker. We just have to fetch for a forest and not get our information. But we're taking a lot of damage here. Go to 13. He hits Living End off the top of my library. Not ideal. And he hit a Verdant Catacombs. Also not ideal. A Johnny. Yep. Yep. Goblin Bombardment. Oh, Tersa. Let's see what's on top of my library. Let's take a gander at the top of my library first. I don't think I have blue-white land. I don't. So we'll go under City Sewers, I suppose. Curator of Mysteries. Okay. Yeah, Terse is fine. I'm already dead on board, basically, so. To a land? To a land? Oh, I have no more Living Ends. Unlucky. Unlucky. I'm not sure that there's any changes I want to make. Maybe Grist over Macabre. I'll try that. I think I'm going to go one grist, one waker. Luckily, my opponent decided to take forever. Alright, we win the die. We have an unkeepable hand. This hand is very keepable. We'll keep, put back, Undercity Sewers, done. Opponent mulligans to 6 as well. Alright, fetch land, pass. Yep. Fetch, Lush Portico, Surveil. Put that into the graveyard. Shock. Go ahead. We'll see what we see here. Let's go ahead and get our fetchable out of there first. Our shock land. Okay. Whew. Let's see what we see here. Guide of Souls. Guide of Souls is fine. I might just fetch Orm's Chant on my upkeep. Alright, we'll go fetch for a forest. We'll cast Shardless Agent. Now he can Orm's Chant me, which would suck. And is possibly likely. Now I'm confused. Oh, Throbbing Charm. Sure. Works for me. It's not the best, but gets the job done. Flage. Sure. Looks like we're hard casting Foundation Breaker. Back-to-back Flages is tough. Guide of Souls, sure. Onslaught of Pride, sure. Sure. I need an Endurance and then an Ardent Plea. I actually think I want to Besage this Arena of Glory so I can't haste Flage. Even though I have Subtlety. Hopefully he doesn't have a creature to jump something. Looks like my thing is gonna... I'm curious why you fetch shocked. Red, red, red. Molten Rain. Unfortunately, I have to Force of Negation this. Well, we can stop a Flage. Depends on how many creatures he leaves. Yeah, I think he can leave all of them. He left a Flage. Does that kill me? I don't think this kills me. Then hopefully I can Living End and be okay. Or just die to... Oh, okay. He flaged that and not me, so all is well. I'm just going to take 5 damage. But actually, now that I think about it, I think he can just buy back Flage again. It's not looking very good. Yeah, that was a very not ideal. Now I really need to get a land that will, or something. There's so much stuff I die to here. So many things kill me. Grab Hedge Maze, Surveil. I guess that's going on top. He can just take the damage. It's not a big deal for him, but I have to start dealing it. It's looking like we lost this one, unfortunately. Literally anything loses me the game here. Okay. I really need an endurance, and I know I'm not getting one next turn. I'm going to 1 this turn. Alright, we're not dead yet. I think I am literally dead, though. Yeah, I'm dead. I forgot I can't cast stuff during his turn. I'll be back with the next one. Alright. Here we are with game 5. We have finally lost the die roll. We have a keepable hand to some capacity. We'll try it out. See what we're facing. Flooded Strand. I don't like that. I'll play an Undercity Sewers. Well, the cat's out of the bag. I think we're facing blue-white control, if I had to guess. Nope, it's not blue-white control. Esper Blink. Okay. Let's see what we draw. An island. But then we will Swamp Cycle for Underground Mortuary, play Underground Mortuary, Surveil. Find a Subtlety. And we'll put that on top. Because I don't want to pitch cast both of these. I want to... Oh. Well, would you look at that? Thalia. It still works. I can still pitch. I'll just revoke what I previously said. He puts Felia on the bottom. White, Felia. Sure. All right, we will slam Shardless Agent. And then we will put Shardless Agent on top of our library. And we win game 1. Now we'll go Leyline of the Void, Mystical Dispute, Waker. I think Grist is going to be a nice little sneaky boy that I want to keep in there. I'll cut 2 Force. I like Street Wraith too much. Cut a Subtlety, Cut a Macabre, Cut a Grace. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty worried about Teferi. We'll keep 4 Force Negation just for Teferi. Cut Grace and Macabre. Cut Macabre and Street Wraith. Oh, this hand is disgusting. 3 Seagate Restorations, Sink into Stupor, 2 Goblin Charbelchers, and a Lotus. Alright. Opponent's done sideboarding. We can move on. This hand is very keepable. Swamp Thoughtseize. Let's cycle. See what we see. Sure. Thoughtseize it is. I think I'm going to go turn 1 Verdant Catacombs. Ooh, we find Mystical Dispute. And then I'll go Lush Portico. Hopefully surveil away a creature. And then I'll Troll of Khazad Doom. Hopefully surveil, to grab a Undercity Sewers and play that for turn. I don't think I have a blue land I can fetch for right now. Thoughtseize. Well, I may as well gain some value. He can Thoughtseize away. Takes Mystical Dispute. We'll go ahead and cycle Troll of Khazad Doom. We'll grab Undercity Sewers. Surveil. Find a fetch land. Put that into the graveyard, honestly. We have enough lands, and our opponent knows it. He's looked at our hand enough. Might try to slam it to fairy here. Felio, sure. We're gonna go ahead and slam a Ardent Plea and hopefully not get consigned to Memoried. We did not get consigned to Memoried. No, we don't have the biggest board, but I have a Grist I can play and just play around that. Ooh, I need to stop auto-yielding. Whoops. I have Force a Negation for if he tries to Solitude Ephemerate. 1, 2, 3, 4, Witch Enchanter. Sure. That works for me. Play Verdant Catacombs. Play Grist. Uptick Grist. Attack with my creatures that can't be blocked. I somehow have no creatures in my graveyard. 7 cards in my graveyard, no creatures. Unfortunately, my opponent got Thoughtseize bugged. Well, that was a nice little 4-0. Well, that felt really good, actually. This little Living End list came into fruition. Let's look at it again. Yeah, I'm ready for the new Deceit card to come in. I'm pretty excited. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. See you next time.